How would you like to have a lot more effortless manifestation in your life, both short-term and long-term, bringing in your desires, your intentions, your results, everything that you want a lot easier and a lot faster? Today's video, we're going to cover that. Stay tuned. Hey, Scott Haug here, and in today's video we're covering effortless manifestation, both short-term and long-term. And what do I mean by that? We're talking short-term, like getting in results within the next 7 days, and we're also talking long-term over the next 2 to 3 years. You know, in this in this area of manifestation, too many of us always want short-term. We want the money today, we want the money next week, we want the new client, we want the new thing, whatever it is. But I also want to start highly encouraging you and suggesting that you think long-term as well. Because a lot of the thoughts you think today and a lot of the things you're doing today are setting you up for success in 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. So a lot of your identity shifting we're going to be talking about will impact how much good you have in the next couple of years as well. So I know it's easy to think short-term all the time and think instant gratification, everything. And that is a part of the desired result that you want. And I get that. Same for me. But also I want you to think longer term. What would I like to have next month? What would I like to have in 3 months? And start thinking that way today. Today's drawing is going to be very helpful to you. So as I'm doing this video, I really suggest that you take notes. Actually sit with this video and not just listen to it or go on to the next thing. Like actually draw out what I'm about to do, because this one thing really positively impacted my life tremendously. Like so much worth, so much income that I brought in, so much money, so much goodness, so many miracles from this one concept. Okay, so it's really important. We're going to be talking about these energy loops. Okay, and you may have been on my channel before. I did some lives recently around energy loops and these energetics. Okay, but this energy loop concept is like a make or break with how effortless things are going to be in manifestation and when the results are going to come. Now, really quick, just before we go into this, I just want to say that when we say effortless, we're not saying that nothing's done. Do you know what I mean by that? It doesn't mean no actions required. It doesn't mean if you're building a business, you're not supposed to do the strategies. It doesn't mean that you're not supposed to visualize. That's effort in itself, right? What we're talking about when we say effortless is a lot less effort, okay? So that's a really important definition of bringing our effort levels way down. Working way hard on things is not the way to go. And getting what we want, it's a lot less effort that's going to bring you the alignment that you want. That's what we're talking about, okay? So efforted manifestation is exhausting, it's inconsistent, it's unpredictable, just there's no sort of consistency, and it seems very, very difficult all the time, okay? A lot of suffering. In effortless manifestation, what we're talking about is a lot less effort, a lot more good, a lot more flow coming into your life, but there's still some required effort. Does that make sense? Okay. So really important that we do that though, and we set the standard for what we're talking about here. So what an energy loop is a stuck energy within your life, in a certain area of life. A classic example I use constantly is money in, money out. You have $5,000 come in the month, $5,000 goes out to bills, right? You have $25,000 come in, $25,000 goes out. You name the number, it doesn't matter what it is. If you only have $1,000 a month coming in, $1,000 a month coming in, $1,000 a month going out, right? This chronic sameness and lack of abundance, lack of access resources, okay? So this energy loop keeps you stuck for good reason, we'll talk about, but we often try and push against this energy loop, okay? We try and actually push against the thing that we're witnessing in our life, all right? So one of those resistances may be very frustrating for us. So we get very emotionally reactive and it becomes very frustrating. So this energy loop is our stuck energy, a stuck result. You don't desire to have this result in your life, but it's still there. One of the ways that we react is we get really frustrated. I've been there. I still have to watch where I'm at energy-wise and make sure I'm not getting too involved emotionally with something and keeping calm and centered with the results that come in. But when we're frustrated, we're pushing against this energy loop. It's almost like a little point here that we're pushing against it, right? So we're battling it. It's unwanted. We don't want it. We push against it, okay? Another thing here is sometimes we get into victim mentality. We feel helpless. like this thing is just happening to us. It's somebody else's fault, another company's fault, another person's fault, whatever it is, and we get very blamey. So we actually push against this energy loop again. So something happens, like the money comes in, $5,000, I'm like, oh my God, if I just didn't have all these bills, if I just would have paid off these loans, if somebody would just told me not to go to college so I don't have student loans, or, right? So I start to get really blamey when I'm stuck in this money energy loop or any other energy loop, right? That could be another thing. I get really pushy against it. Another thing is working a lot. And what I mean by a lot, and that's going to be different for everybody, but it's like as soon as you're stuck in this energy loop, you're working 16, 18 hours a day trying to create and make better money, and it's just not working out. You might have 2 jobs, 3 jobs, you're working 7 days a week, you're just all day, every day trying to push forward, right? It's like forcing, it's pushing. So I'm pushing against this energy loop by overworking myself. I don't feel aligned anymore. I'm just working to pay the bills, right? And again, pushing against this energy loop, I'm drained, I'm exhausted, I'm burnt out in some sort of way. So I'm constantly working, overworking, exhaustion, pushing against this thing, okay? And say another one here would be, we may have triggers come up, whether that's from something going on. So the money may trigger us to feel like I'm not good. I'm not worthy of money. If I can't bring in more than 5,000 and I can't keep it in abundance in my bank account, I feel unworthy. I feel not so good about me. So the trigger creates a story about ourselves, okay? And that story is constant. We're stuck in that story. I'm not good at this. I can't make a lot. Abundance doesn't exist. Everybody else that's successful, they got a free ticket, right? These stories develop in our mind. And all of these things, again, are pushing against this energy loop. And the very much part of this is we are resisting what we don't want. And I'm sure you've heard the phrase or the quote before, whatever we resist persists, right? So we have all these things we're resisting the energy loop because we hate it, we don't like it, we don't want it in our life anymore. So what do you think we're going to do? We're not going to say, yes, I love that I have energy in and energy out. Yes, I love that I'm in this stuck energy, right? We don't say that. We often really ridicule the thing, complain about the thing, and it stays in our life. That's why we call this an energy loop, because what the energy loop does is circle again over and over and over. Not fun, because you constantly have the same type of results coming in, and no amount of study. You study a lot of law of attraction, manifestation, personal development, self-help, and it seems like it's still not working out. Okay, does that resonate with you? Let me know in the comments section below. If you understand this energy loop and you feel like you've been in one or currently in one, most likely you're currently in one. That's why you're on this video. Okay, so these energy loops. So what do we do in order to exit the energy loop? If the solution of pushing against, working harder, getting triggered and listening to our stories, blaming, complaining, ridiculing, feeling like I'm just done, maybe I'm depressed and down and out, and I just go lay down because I'm just like, I can't do this anymore, so I don't even fight anything, I just completely freeze up and do nothing about it. Like, if that's not the solution, what is the solution to free ourselves from this energy loop? What is it that's going to help us do that? Well, first we have to understand this energy loop here, why it's here is because it's our soul's calling. Now that may sound ridiculous, okay? It's part of our soul's calling. And you say, how is that energy in, energy out, or money in, money out, or any other intention? How is that part of my soul's calling? That makes no sense, Scott, right? But let me explain it just a little bit deeper. Your soul's calling, what your soul is here to do in this physical life, is to understand who it's becoming. It doesn't matter what material things you own. It doesn't matter if you get a Ferrari. It doesn't matter if you have the 10,000 square foot mansion. It doesn't matter if you have $1 million sitting in your savings account or an investment account. It doesn't matter. It cares about who it's becoming in this lifetime. Who it's becoming is the only thing that matters. So part of your soul's calling is to become the highest versions of you in this lifetime in every area of life. Very important. So this energy loop is here to show you where your old stories and your old identities are no longer aligned with you and no longer serving you. So what we need to understand is, what is this energy loop teaching me? So we have, why this is important is this is a lesson we have yet to learn. What is this energy loop teaching me? The money in, money out example. It's teaching me I have poor money habits. It's teaching me I still have an identity of somebody who's very lackful and blamey, victim, helpless, any of that stuff. My ways of being right now are not working. I need to change something. That's my learning lesson for that particular energy loop. What I'm doing, maybe overspending, maybe it's stuck in a full-time job that I hate, maybe not actually having the inspiration to run a business and not acting on my ideas. All these things are old identities. Your soul is trying to help you evolve out of. It's like your soul whispering to you, hey, here's the resistance, and resistance and growth go hand in hand. I want you to grow here. So in order to get there, we're going to go through this resistance, evolve out of it to get here. Okay? That's why when I say resistance comes up, when it comes up, it's really important that you don't battle it and you don't run away from it, right? So if resistance is coming up in your life, it doesn't mean it's a sign from the universe to not do something. I've heard this so many times. It's bizarre sometimes when we, as human beings, have this, like, we're thinking everything should be so perfect and easy. If it's not perfect and easy, then it must not be the right path. But that's not even, this further from the truth. I mean, go to the gym, for example, and when you do an exercise, it's not easy, right? It's not suffering, unless you are in the mindset that it is suffering, and then it does create suffering. But if you're in the mindset that I'm going to the gym to grow my muscle, grow my heart into a stronger muscle, being able to have a better cardiovascular system, strengthen my lungs, if I'm going with that intention, I know I'm going to face a challenge in the gym. That challenge is going to help me grow in my body to another level, right? So there's two different ways in this. That can be very suffering for people, and they avoid it and they complain about it and all this stuff. Or the other person that's very fitness mentally organized, right? They'll say, this is a part of the process. Me going through the resistance actually strengthens me, and therefore I will do that thing, right? So the same thing goes here. The resistance is not saying it's a sign from the universe, don't do a thing. Okay, that's this side over here that somebody's suffering because they feel like, oh, there's resistance and I'm not supposed to. This side of it, what's really going on here is, I know that I'm moving forward, and I know that I'm going to come up with roadblocks to help me evolve. Those roadblocks helping you evolve, then you accept and say it's just part of the process. That's when things become effortless, because you're not gripping it, you're not resisting it, and you can allow your evolution to flow upwards. Okay, so this is the key to effortless manifestation, because you're not fighting against something and pushing and efforting. What you're doing is saying, hey, what's my learning lesson here? What do I need to do to evolve myself to exit out of this? So a couple of steps for you to write down your notes and implement as we go through this. Find your recurring resistance. And the key word here is recurring, okay? What are the recurring themes in your life? For example, is there a theme of abundance in your life, or is there a theme of lack in your life? Find the theme. That's number one always. Find and identify what it is that's recurringly coming into your life that's like, hey, I don't need this in my life anymore. I don't want this, okay? Identify what that is. Number two, see what your attachments are. See where the word finally comes into place. And what we're talking about here is attachments emotionally. So for example, once I finally had 10,000 a month coming in instead of 5,000, I would finally feel prosperous. I would finally feel successful. I would finally feel wealthy. I would finally feel amazing about myself. I finally feel worthy. So wherever I'm saying finally is my attachment. And if your attachment, let me get out the red marker here. If my attachment is in a place that's not very good. I'm waiting for myself to feel happy until something goes on. You are a roller coaster. Okay? Because what happens, and let me rephrase that, you are not a roller coaster, your energy field is a roller coaster. Okay, better way of saying it here. But what goes on is you have this neutral feeling, okay? But what goes on is you have highs and lows dramatically because of your attachments. So if I'm saying, finally I'll have $10,000, I'll feel good about myself and worthy, okay? Every single time I go above my $5,000 threshold here, that's the dotted line. So let's put that in here. I know I'm gonna write small, okay? But this will be 5K. Your peaks up here are 10K, and your peaks down here are maybe 2K. Now I'm putting in the dollar sign, but if you're from a different country or different currency, just put your currency in, okay? Euros or pounds or whatever. So we have this medium line, 5K is my usual, okay? When I go up to 10K, I'm happy. I'm over the top excited. I can't even believe it happened. It's just amazing. It's just out of this world. I'm at my high. But as soon as I don't have 10K and it falls below 5K and only get in 2K, I'm depressed, I'm frustrated, I'm down and out, I'm angry at the world, I'm blaming, whatever it is, right? So I have low. And then you go high, and then you go low, and you go high, and you go low. And your energy field is constantly at this stuck energy loop. When you look over the last 12 months, you've been in about the same place you've been for the last 12 months, right? So this is where our attachments come into mind. My emotional state is controlled by whether my results are high or whether my results are low. Does that make sense? So that's really important. So our attachments, what you want to do is, instead of, once I get to 10K, nothing's going to happen. If I drop to 2K, nothing's going to happen. You keep yourself in neutrality, and instead you attach your feeling to source energy. And you start telling yourself, I feel happy today because I'm a soul in this body, and source or universe or God is happy right now, so I can be happy. So you attach yourself to your higher source. And that's where you get your emotional fulfillment. That's where you get your emotional happiness. That's where you get all of that right here. You see? So I'm not a roller coaster in emotional field anymore. I am in the source connection. Very, very important. Okay? And then the last part here is identity. You need to see which identities you are right now that are no longer serving you. So finding your aligned identity. Who are you born to become? And you can look at the archetypes, the 16 main archetypes. You can look at different references and things about identity work. And what I want you to do is, in the description below, I have 2 more videos on these energy loops and actual action items on like how to do this. So I'm giving you the overview of what it is and why you may be stuck, and how to perform effortless manifestation by changing a resistance, by unattaching from this emotional roller coaster, and sharing your old identity, releasing that, and having your aligned identity, who you are today. If you can master these 3 right here, you will have a lot more effortless manifestation. You're going to have things that come into your life that feel like flow. You're going to have just positive coincidences happening. You're going to have a lot of things happening that we call effortless. A lot less effort than the other side of exhausted, effortless action. Okay? Mastering recurring resistance, unattachment, and identity work is the thing. So the 2 videos I was referencing in the description below, and there will be a link above. For those 2 videos, you'll get some of the exercises I showed everybody as well to go through on how to do unattachment work, and then also how to shift your identity work. We did 1 exercise per idea here, and then number 1 was, we went over the overview of that. So make sure you watch those 2 videos literally right after this, connect all the pieces of the puzzle, and before you know it, you're going to really see an idea of like, I get how I do effortless manifestation. It's not just about affirmations. It's not just about gratitude. It's not just about visualization. Like, we need to go deep. We need to see what's going on here, what's stuck in your subconscious. and why it keeps going over and over and over, and figuring out what that is. It's really important. And then understanding the 3 actions to do from here. Okay. Now, after those 2 videos, if you want some help with this one-on-one, we have a couple of different programs that can help you, and you can work directly with me. Like, I'm helping some of our clients unleash. Some of our clients just reached they're well over 6 figures. Like, we have one of our clients that has been following this energetic process and our 5-step manifestation process for a while now, and he's reaching consistent $50,000 per month. And he's very much projected to get to 100K per month by the end of the year, per month. Okay, so this is the real deal. This stuff works, and it works well, but it's not hocus pocus magic. And if you're looking for the real stuff, this is the place. So in the description below, I want you to book a call with my team. Okay, book a call with myself. Just go ahead and book the call, and once you click that link, you'll see an overview video of our energetics program. Like, the program of mastery manifestation. It's not anything you're going to find on YouTube, and a lot of teachers aren't discussing anything near this. They're discussing subconscious mind and paradigms, and also affirmations and visualizations and all that, and that's fantastic. That stuff 100% works. We do teach it, but there's a underlying level that I really want to take you down here, and that's understanding what is going on in your life and being able to heal these recurring themes and resistances, because it's all from childhood trauma. There's always some sort of traumatic event or ancestral trauma that has created these energy loops, and we need to cure it. We need to release that in order to start living more in the source energy. Okay, so I want to help you directly with this, one-on-one or in our group coaching. And what you're going to get is a complete game plan. You're going to get me in your corner literally on a daily basis, Monday through Friday. I'm going to be chipping away at this with you for a long term, so that you're going to have a quantum leap in effortless manifestation, like having more flow, having positive miracles, and having great things happen in your life. So in the description below, again, click the link, go ahead and book a call. And if you're looking for more self-study, maybe your finances are really low right now. By the way, we do have financing for our other programs, so look into that first. But if you are looking for something that's a little more self-study, very low, less than a cost of basically dinner every day, lunch and dinner, then we have our second program, the Manifestation Accelerator, in the link below. And if you're really looking like, I don't want to purchase anything right now, I need something free because I don't even have 20 bucks in my account, use our school group. We have a brand new community group where we're giving you free information as well. Check that out in the third link. Okay. But again, if you're ready for the next level and you know who you are, let's rock. Let me help you really dig deep in this and really understand this process, and help you find a couple of little tidbits, because it's only going to be one thing I need to free you from. Help you free from some deep level of fear and resistance that's there. And you clear up one of these energy loops, you're going to have a profound impact on your life. Like, it's going to be substantial, the amount of changes that come in just from curing one energy loop. All right. So let me know if that makes sense. Again, watch the 2 videos in the description below, and then make sure you book a call and let's talk a little bit more. Program overview. We give you all the pricing. We give you everything. Our first principle is transparency. You're going to know everything even before you get on the call. But understand more about our program, book the call, take an action. I want to work directly with you and look forward to helping you through these energy loops over to a quantum leap next level as soon as possible. All right, I'll see you over in the next couple of videos in the description below, and I'll also see you on your call real soon once you book it.